Hello, beautiful brown girl. Welcome home. My name is Sanja, and I am your host. Fun fact, my name means wisdom. That said, I want you to relax and enjoy today's video. Are you ready? Good. Let's get started. If you have a mother wound, this might feel familiar. Some of us weren't allowed to be children. We were helpers, problem solvers, or emotional support. Some of us were called mature for our ages, which sounds like a compliment until you realize what it cost you. If you have a mother wound, being called mature often wasn't a compliment, it was a requirement. Some of us weren't mature for our ages. We were pushed into adulthood far earlier than we should have been, forced to navigate a world that we didn't create, dealing with circumstances beyond our control. Some of us had to manage household chores, care for siblings, or provide emotional support for parents, neglecting our own childhood needs to maintain family stability. Some of us learned that our needs didn't matter to those in charge of taking care of us. If you have a mother wound, you may have learned very early that your needs were inconvenient or too much. I can speak from this personally because this was the case for me. My basic needs were met begrudgingly by a mother who admitted when I was an adult that later she just didn't want the responsibility of children. This wasn't something that I had to be told as an adult because I knew it as a child. In fact, I remember coming into this awareness at the age of 9. I was often called an inconvenience or an imposition. This label was given to anything I required, from school supplies to later feminine hygiene supplies, as if I could help needing either. I was raised to believe that my mere existence was a burden. Unfortunately, this pattern paved the way for an adult mindset that my needs, wants, and desires didn't matter. I remember being told that I deserved anything bad that anyone wanted to do to me, which only added another layer to the mother wound, creating a people-pleasing doormat. If you have a mother wound, you may have become responsible for how everyone else felt, before you even understood your own emotions. As a child, I became responsible for how everyone else felt. Before I even understood my own emotions, I learned how to walk on eggshells of my mother's unstable emotions, never knowing what subtle action or answer would detonate an illogical explosion of catastrophic proportions. There would never be any rhyme or reason, the only constant being me as the target. Healing from this doesn't happen overnight, but it does start with awareness. It starts with recognizing that what you experienced wasn't normal, even if it was common. And over time, healing can look like learning that your needs matter. It can look like no longer over-explaining yourself just to be understood. It can look like setting boundaries and not feeling guilty for having them. It can look like choosing relationships that feel safe instead of ones that simply feel familiar. And maybe, for the first time, it can look like allowing yourself to rest without feeling like you have to earn it. And if you're not quite sure how to get there yet, I created something called a sacred session, a quiet space for women who weren't allowed to be children. It's not overwhelming, it's not complicated, it's just a gentle conversation where you don't have to perform strength, you don't have to have the right words, you just come as you are, and we take it one breath at a time. And I want to say this with care. This is not therapy, and it's not meant to replace speaking with a licensed mental health professional. It's simply a safe, supportive space to be heard and held in a way many of us never were. If that feels like something your heart has been needing, you can find it at beautifulbrowngirl.com.